my friends, and welcome to Star Wars for 100 Days, the ultimate fan countdown leading up to the release of Star Wars The Force Awakens. Every single day, we're getting closer and closer to the release of the 7th chapter in the greatest sci-fi saga of all time. For the last couple days, I've been discussing all of the crazy characters which have appeared at Jabba's palace, and today we're going to talk about one of the biggest monsters seen in the entire Star Wars universe. A creature that even today still genuinely creeps me out and honestly gave me nightmares as a child. I am talking about the monster in the desert with the munchies, the Sarlacc pit. At first glance, the Sarlacc pit really isn't all that spectacular. It's basically just a big gaping hole filled with teeth. And that's the way it was in the original Return of the Jedi film. It was simply just a pit for our characters to be thrown into with a few tentacles here or there. It wasn't until 1997 that the Sarlacc pit was given brand new life thanks to the special editions of the movies. And this is one of the few changes that I honestly have zero problems with, because they add this weird beak-like tongue to this creature, which honestly makes it seem a little bit more alive. But even after doing a little bit of research on the Sarlacc pit, I found out that it's actually considered a plant more so than an animal. It's kind of like Bulbasaur from Pokemon. Except that unlike Bulbasaur, the Sarlacc pit will not become your best friend. It'll become your worst nightmare, because not only is it going to swallow you whole with its tentacles and teeth, but it's going to slowly digest you over the course of 1,000 years. And it certainly has the time to do that, because most Sarlacc pits, which are absolutely massive by the way, can live upwards of 50,000 years. To give you guys a little bit of setup if you don't really know what the Sarlacc pit is, in the film Star Wars Episode 6 Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Princess Leia, Chewbacca, and pretty much everybody else that's been captured that's affiliated with Luke are getting ready to be tossed into the pit of Carkoon, which houses the Sarlacc pit. Now, when you actually see it for the very first time, it doesn't really seem all that threatening, but it actually accumulates a pretty big body count as it eats half of Jabba's guards, and even the famous Mandalorian bounty hunter, Boba Fett, although we all know that he actually survives. It came this close to actually swallowing Lando Calrissian, but it just couldn't handle his coolness. Something about the creature just always disturbed me. Maybe it's just the fact that they took the concept of quicksand and decided to up the ante by adding teeth and tentacles. Maybe it's the fact that it actually keeps you alive while it eats you. You still have consciousness, so you're going to be suffering the entire time. The Sarlacc pit has made a number of different appearances in a lot of different Star Wars mediums, like video games. I distinctly remember it appearing in Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, the pod racer games, when you were actually at the Bunta Eve race. There's this one jump that you go over, which if you don't make, you're landing right into the jaws of the Sarlacc pit. And let's not forget Star Wars The Force Unleashed, which features an amazingly epic battle between Galen Marek, otherwise known as Starkiller, the secret apprentice of Darth Vader, as he fights against Jedi Master Shaak Ti, who's taken control of this absolutely massive Sarlacc, the biggest that I think we've seen in the entire series. Shaak Ti is unfortunately defeated, and she is devoured by the beast. Will the Sarlacc pit return in the brand new Star Wars films? We're just going to have to wait and see. Until then, I'm going to steer clear of the desert because I don't want to end up falling into this pit of death. So there it is, my friends. I just wanted to share my memories of the very creepy Sarlacc pit. What did you think of that classic scene from Return of the Jedi, as Jabba's minions and Boba Fett were fed to the giant carnivorous desert beast? Do you have a favorite alien or monster from the Star Wars universe? And what do you want to see from Star Wars The Force Awakens? Please tell me in the comments section below. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys again for watching, and as always, may the Force be with you.